Welcome back. We're glad that you're here. And congratulations again on getting this job. In a minute, we're going to go into more depth with regards to your specific role and expectations. But before we do so, we're going to zoom out just a little bit to understand the organization's vision, mission, or story. We're also going to take a look at your job description and expectations. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the strengths that you bring to the organization. Let's start with the mission. Every organization exists for a reason: to meet a need, serve a community, solve a problem, or provide a meaningful experience. Which of these 4 reasons best describes your company? Let's continue. The mission is the why behind the work. It brings people together and gives your efforts a sense of purpose. Your job, whatever your role may be, plays an important part in fulfilling the mission every single day. Now let's talk about vision. Vision is all about forward-looking and being inspired. The vision is where the organization is headed. It's the big picture goal, the kind of company it wants to become, the impact it hopes to make, or the standard it's striving to reach. Even on those days when the work feels routine, your actions help to move things closer to that future. And then there's the story. Every organization has one. Some start as bold ideas in someone's garage. Others were created to fill a gap in the community. Some are still figuring it out, and that's okay too. Whatever the story is, now you're a part of it. You're a part of the dream. Your experience, your effort, your perspective, they all add to what the company is becoming. To help you connect with the bigger picture, let's take a few minutes to do a quick activity. First, I want you to visit your company's website, and I want you to look for a section that says About Us, Our Mission, Company Vision, or Our Story. Once you locate that, I want you to jot down on your worksheet what stands out to you. If your company doesn't have a website or internal site, ask your manager to share with you the mission, vision, or the backstory of the company. And your company may be so new that no one's written down anything yet. Don't worry, you can always ask them some questions to understand the direction of the company. You can ask them, what inspired you to start the company? What does success look like for this company in the next few years? And what are values that are most important to the team here? As you ask these questions, be sure to take notes, ask follow-up questions, really try to understand the direction the organization is headed in. Remember, you're not just here to complete tasks. You're part of a larger mission, a growing story, and a future that's still being shaped. All right, let's shift gears for a moment. We spent time talking about the organization. Now we want to focus in on your role. We want to give some consideration to how your role will now start to impact the overall organization's mission, vision, and story. We're going to do that by visiting your job description. I know you looked at it before you got your job, but now we want to look at it with a fresh set of eyes, from a new perspective, now that we've learned a little bit more about the organization. Go ahead and pull up the job description for your position. You may have received it during the hiring process, or it might be posted internally. If you don't have it in front of you right now, pause this video and ask your manager or HR team to share it with you. Got it? Great. Now, take just a few moments to go through it, but this time I want you to actually interact with it. Here's what I want you to do. Put a star next to anything that excites you. Maybe it's a task you enjoy, a skill you're confident in, or something you're really looking forward to doing. Circle anything that you don't fully understand or feel like you'll need more guidance on. These are great things to bring up with your manager in your first week. Finally, think back to your company's mission, vision, or story and ask yourself, how does this role contribute to the bigger picture? What will I do in this role to help move that story forward? There's no right way to feel about your job description. It's normal to feel confident about some things and unsure about others. The point of this activity is to help you get clear, ask better questions, and start strong. This role is yours now. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be open, engaged, and willing to grow. When you're done marking up your job description, take a snapshot of it, save it to your notes, share it with your manager, or just keep it as a personal guide as you get started. You're not just stepping into a job, you're stepping into a story. And how you show up matters. Let's keep going. You made it to the final part of this video, and now it's time to talk about you. Again, you were chosen for this role for a reason. Whether it's your first time in this type of job or you've done something like this before, you're bringing something valuable to the table. You have strengths, you have experiences. You have a way of thinking, communicating, and showing up that makes you an asset to your team, your manager, and this entire organization. In a moment, you'll fill out a short worksheet titled, What I'm Bringing to the Table. Here's what I want you to do. First, list at least 3 to 5 of your strengths. These can be skills, qualities, or even things people have often complimented you on, like your reliability, your creativity, your patience, problem solving, your sense of humor, or your work ethic. Next to each strength, I want you to write one way you hope to use this in your new job. For example, maybe your strength is you're a great listener, and you might say, I want to use that to better understand the customer's needs. Or maybe your strength is that you're detail-oriented, and maybe you say, I'll use that to help the team avoid mistakes. But once you're done, I want you to keep this handy and then bring this to your first one-on-one and share it with your leader. Remember, you were selected for a reason. You're not here by accident. You have something this team needs. And your strengths are the foundation you'll build upon from day one. No matter how new you are to this role or this industry, you're already starting with value. So own it, write it down, and walk into your first day knowing exactly what you bring to the table. Congratulations on finishing this video. I'll see you in the next one.